All right, so yeah, tragedy. Initially, this video that you're about to watch was supposed to be the outro for the new Z06 arrival video, but it was so long, I decided to just split it off on its own and make it a lessons learned video. Hopefully, there's some good takeaways in this for you. But without further ado, let me intro my would-be outro. All right, stay tuned. All right, so this is not the way I wanted my outro video to go. Took me a bit to record this because, I mean, it's really pretty freaking unbelievable. I mean, the trauma associated with Saturday. So here's the deal. Picked up the car. It was awesome experience, right? Got to be there at 7 a.m. when the car arrived in Austin from Memphis, Tennessee. Got there as soon as the truck did, so I got there just in time to cold start the car, drive it off the 18-wheeler, or however many wheels it has, right? So great day. The whole experience, all just smiles from this end. Took it to Discount Tires to have the R888 proxies put on, right? The Toyo tires. Awesome. Probably should have waited. I mean, when I looked at those tires that came with the car, the stock size, they were like perfect. But I guess I can use those for track tires, or I don't know what the fuck I'm going to use them for. But anyway, now I've got, proxies all the way around, 345s in the back, stock sizes, 18s in the front, 19s in the back, because I don't want the additional weight. So anyway, so I get home. I take the car to Discount, get the tires on, take it over to my new performance shop. They do the interior upgrades that I had already bought, carbon fiber, dash and inserts for the steering wheel, the side covers and whatnot. They're just stick-ons, but it looks cool. So they do that kind of stuff, and I bring it home Saturday. I have is it Saturday that I took my girlfriend? So Mother's Day is Sunday. All I know is I took the car to um, her hair appointment. She followed me, which is a surprise. Aveda did her hair, the whole nine. Um, on the way there, yeah, I don't get it. So I drove the car like a freaking granny, right? Because I'm still getting used to the power. Haven't floored it at all. Um, like I said, I took the car home Friday. Saturday comes, I take the car out. I maybe hit 6,000 RPM one time, right? And usually, obviously, all of us drive these cars, usually to red line. I didn't even do that. But I get to the salon place and I'm hearing this noise. So yeah, not good. I mean, that's metal. Um, huh. It took a while to record this video because I went through a lot of trauma with the last C6 Z06, and lessons learned here. Number one, if you're doing upgrades and stuff like that, I swore to myself with the next Z06, this car, I was not going to get into the bottom end again. I mean, it's just you start cracking into the bottom end. Heads and cam, like the car was, was great. I was not going to screw with it, right? Heads and cam all day, every day, pretty proven. So I mean, the car's only got 23,000 miles on it. I mean, why is it blowing up? All right, so I'm hearing metal in the freaking car, right, in the engine, and it's not okay. So I have it towed. Long and short of it is, uh, Cameron ran a scope down took the heads off and ran it down in there, and apparently the piston made contact with the intake valve, which, bent that valve and caused the lifter to fail, and I think it was the lifter that's spinning around inside the freaking motor. So I guess it bent an exhaust valve, which caused all the heat to come out, which melted the MSD intake manifold. I mean, it's pretty freaking catastrophic. I mean, I I drove the car for maybe 6 hours. I mean, uh, I've never seen anything like it, right? The car's only got 23,000 miles on it. It's got LME heads on it. I'm like, from running the scope down, they said it looked like over revving, right? And I'm the only one driving the car, and I didn't over rev it. I probably hit 6,000 one time, and that shouldn't be enough to like break a valve. So anyway, it took me a while to record this video, a couple weeks actually, to be honest with you, because I'm just not okay, or wasn't okay at the time. I've made peace with it at this point. It's just like, well, what's the bright side? All right, I guess I get a new motor and build it the way I want. But it's a trauma response from the previous car. I mean, it's like with the last car, I had three motors in the last C6 Z06, the stock one, the 427, and then I had that one stroked to a 445. And I remember reading the article saying you cannot, bore this motor out. It's already at its limits. Um, but I'm not an expert. I took it to a performance shop that I trust. They sent the motor to an engine builder. I'm not going to name names. I had to sue them because they wouldn't take any responsibility. They built me a 445. That's too thin. The engine blew almost immediately. They took no responsibility, and I had to sue them. And the performance shop, unfortunately, that put me in bed with them because my lawyer said I had to. Because anyway, trauma, right? So they settled. I used the $10,000 I got from them to build the ERL 454, right? And ERL is a solid motor barrel engine builder. And so I built that, used the same heads, mind you, right? The same LS7 heads, they were ported, and had hit issues. Stock radiator, not doing that shit again. So I've got some lesson learned for this car. And fix the issues that were associated with it, and with the exception of putting in like a DeWitt's radiator. I sold the car before doing that, but everything was great with the car. But so many lessons learned. I'm telling you. Probably should. I will do another video on like that car and the lessons learned. So I'm not gonna belabor the point with this video. The point is it's triggering, right? I mean, every time I drove that last car before I had everything fixed, it's like the moment a smile would come onto my face, the fucking check engine light would come on, or there'd be some freaking issue. I'm like, so I said I wasn't going to mention some of the lessons learned, but okay. So if you were doing an engine build, try. And I know I took referrals from people after people after people, and they're like, use this guy. They're great. Use this one guy. And what would happen was I'd take it to one place, they would do some upgrade and fuck something up. And then they would take no responsibility. I take it to another shop. They fix the fuck up, and then they fuck something up. And then they won't take responsibility, so I take it to another place. So I got all these people touching my car. I'm not doing that with this car. I've got a buddy of mine who I trust. Two of them actually, Justin, and his business partner, who actually flew out to test drive this car and all that stuff. So everything was fine with the car. It drove fine in Memphis. It drove fine that Friday that I picked it up. Saturday, the following day, less than 24 hours, 12 hours later, the engine blows. And apparently I don't know how, I just don't get the over revving thing. I don't get it. I'm the only one driving the freaking car. Unless the valves or something was already damaged or there was some issue, I don't know why that would bend. Anyway, I'll have to have the whole engine, sent off I'm going to send it to LME and let them diagnose exactly what the freak happened. But be that as it may, I need a new motor. I just got the freaking car. I need a new motor. So there's $30,000 that I'm going to have to spend on a new motor. And I'm going to do another 454 stroker. I mean, I wasn't gonna, but I'm going to keep the heads in cam car. And now that I have apparently blown this motor by driving it, probably 6 hours, some time on Friday and time on Saturday. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't get it. So yeah, it's triggering because I went through three engines with the last one. And it's not the LS7 valve drop issue. The heads were fixed. That's not it. Car's only got 23,000 miles on it. This should not happen. I was not prepared for this event. So the car's sitting here in my house. Had it towed to the shop. They looked at it, told me what happened based on what they can, gather from running the scope down the end of the motor. Um, Apparently the intake is toast. Probably all the internals. Block has got to be good, but still, the internals, the cam is fucked. Um, God knows what else, right? So yeah, there I was. So car's back home. I had it towed to my house where it will sit until the new motor is built, and I will do a whole nother video on that build. But I'm not okay. I'm just not. I am just not okay. I mean, this is not supposed to happen. I mean, what is with me and LS7 Motors? I love the freaking platform. I love the car. Apparently the engine doesn't love me, and I haven't done anything. So anyway, this is not the outro that I expected to have on, my return to Sid, right? Sid was the name of my last car, abbreviation, right? So, um, it was a wonderful day until it wasn't, until the next day. So that's what's what. Yeah, take a moment, digest. Um, Please comment if you guys have built, you gals or gals that have cars like this as well. I mean, if y'all have any experience, comment down below. I mean, can you imagine? I really am looking for some help. It's an honest question. Like, what could possibly have caused something that looks like over revving? I'm the only one in the car. I'm the only one driving the freaking thing. Um, I did not over rev it, but that's what it looks like. I have the motor sent over to LME. LME is going to build me a new motor. Okay. I'm going to send them mine after I get theirs, do the swap, and they'll tell me what's what. I know this motor has the guy that I bought it from has LME heads on it. I don't know if the heads are good or not. I guess they'll tell me. So stay tuned for another video on that. But yeah, the car is at the house and until the new motor's built. That'll take, at least 2 months. I'm expecting it to be done end of July, which means I'm going to miss most of the summer. Corvette Invasion is happening mid-July. I was hoping to go to that, but that ain't happening apparently. So there I was. Anyway, comment down below. I'd love to hear your comments on this. What are your thoughts? What could have possibly have happened? Like I'm granny shifting for God's sake, all day Friday and Saturday until I happen to like feel like I want to smile. You know, gun it a little bit, got a smile on my face, and bam, the trigger. Right. That's what happened with the last car. Every time I would smile, I feel like I'm feeling happy. Things are good. Life is good. Check engine later. Some shit breaks. Alternator, high, low voltage shit. I'm just like, it's one thing after another. And I just got this car. It's only got 22,000 miles on it. It's had, what, three, I think four owners, whatever, but low miles. Um, so if you got some thoughts, LME will tell me officially what the heck happened with the car. Um, but right now we're speculating. The guy that I trust says the valve bent. Um, so yeah, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Um, I'm having a new motor built anyway, so there goes another fucking 30 grand. So, and then I spent a bunch of money on upgrades already for the thing, superficial mostly. But anyway, that's what's going on. So stay tuned for more videos, and thank you for liking and subscribing. Please do that. New channel. I'm not that far into this, so I could really use some help and some comments and some suggestions. Really, I'm like, what do you think I should do with this? I mean, my plan is to take the car to the track, and get a subscription with Paris Hill, Coda, obviously, because my backyard. Um, but the car is going to be, show car, track car, things like that. But like regarding the diagnosis of this speculation, I'm inviting speculation. Comment down below. Like, what do you think could have possibly have happened? What do you think caused the issue? I mean, if I didn't over rev it, and let's just take that as an axiom because I didn't, right? But let's just say that it looks like over revving, and the piston smacked into the valve, and that bent the intake valve, and the exhaust valve got bent, and the heat melted the intake manifold and fucked up the cam and all that shit. Like, what else could possibly have caused that? Wear and tear prior to me driving it, and all of a sudden I hit 6,000 in RPM, and then boom. I don't know. So let me know your thoughts. Appreciate it. Sorry this outro is taking so freaking long. It was an awesome day. Um, and here I am now with a beautiful freaking car, my dream car that I always wanted, the Le Mans Blue. The last year of Le Mans Blue being offered, right? They did it as a commemorative edition in '04 for the C5 Z06, which commemorated all the Le Mans wins, and they only made it in '06 for the C6, and '06 and '07. Got the car that I wanted. I got the first car was silver because I couldn't find a Le Mans Blue, and I got my dream car, and less than 24 hours later, freaking motor blows. I mean, the only plus side is I end up getting the motor that I actually want, built from the ground up with all the shit, right? All the things from a top engine builder, max effort. Well, actually not max effort because I am not going 14-1. I'm not running race fuel all day. I'm not running E85 all day because I don't have E85 where I live, and it would be a hassle. But I am gonna do. I told them at least do 12.5-1 compression on that. So yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. This is like one take, no editing, and I'm just like, woo! All right, thank you again, and hey, please, 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 again, back to you. I've got some new numbers in for my PSA levels. I'll throw those up here. Doing well. My PSAs are dropping. I'm down to the ones. I forget off the top of my head, but I will throw a picture up to show you where I'm at right now. I caught it early, right? So, but I'm also always, worried about, are the numbers going to go up? There's a whole thing, about testosterone feeds PSA, and, you can't be on any kind of testosterone treatment. So obviously I haven't got any on that stuff. And so you just kind of hope and pray that the radiation worked, and it has, right? I'm not saying that it hasn't, and the numbers are dropping. They're not going up. So I'm in a good spot. But yeah, I've thrown some numbers up here. You can see where I'm at as of, this is June 13th. Yeah, so please go to your physicals, right? Go to your physicals, do the blood work, have them check the box for your PSA, prostate specific antigen, right? That's what tells you what's normal, what's not normal. 0 to 4 is considered normal, but not for everybody. Body chemistry is a funny thing. But on average, 0 to 4, from what my doctors tell me, is considered normal. But normal may not be 4 for you. Hell, if you've been tracking your numbers and you've been at, 7 for, since you were 40 years old, then maybe 7 is right for you. I'm not a doctor, but, talk to your doctor about it. But typically for most people, 0 to 4 is normal. Well, I'm back down to into the ones, almost 0. I can't do any kind of testosterone treatment until I get below 1. So that's something for you to just kind of keep track of. Find out what's normal for you, right? You don't know what's normal until you're doing your blood work, and so just have them check the box on your PSA blood form, and then you have some data, and then just track it. That's what I've been doing since I was 42, which is why I was able to catch an unusual spike. So anyway, do your due diligence, and make sure you request that PSA checkbox be checked on your blood form, and yeah, take care of yourself, and I'll let you know what's going on with the car. Said not the outro I expected, but I'll be all right. Things are looking good. Things are trending in the right direction. But for you, start checking that box on your PSA form, all right? Thank you, and be blessed, and check that box.
I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. I wish I could start this whole thing over again. I'm not saying that you would ever be true. I just don't want to know how it ends. You'd still have my heart in the palm of your hand. I'd still look like a fool